So we just finished the week on a high last week with Tommy Robinson's epic speech at Speaker's Corner. A week ago I was feeling really low with the detention and ejection of Conservative journalists who wanted to interview Tommy Robinson and Martin Sellner, who wanted to speak about free speech at Speaker's Corner. I've done a few bits tonight, so I won't go on about that. But there we go, it's feeling nice and high, and then knocked right off my perch by the news yesterday that a chap called Count Dankula has been found guilty of telling a joke that is offensive to one person. One person made a complaint, and in fact I believe it wasn't even complained about, it was seen by about 3 million people, no one complained, and then you've got the undercover police hate speech officers trawling the internet for things that might be offensive to shut us down anyway. So free speech has taken a real kick in the teeth yesterday, and I'm not going to go into the case. I haven't followed it that much. I only just became aware of it a couple of weeks ago watching Reverend Simon Sideways, a YouTuber that I like, having a group chat, a streamed chat with Anne-Marie Waters was there, Count Dankula was there, and there's a couple of other guys I don't know who they are. And they had a long conversation about it, but you could see that this is just honestly a joke that was meant to just be funny. A pug doing a Nazi salute. Now, if you find images of a pug doing a Nazi salute funny, then you're like me. It's fucking funny. It's really, really funny. I pissed myself. It's so cute, and then it's doing a Nazi salute. What could be funnier? Anyhow, my thoughts are, this is me now going off on my tangent, is we need some sort of immediate fight back that blows up in the state's face, because what the state is doing in here is they are selecting who they attack, because we all know that they're allowing real hate speakers come through who are preaching hatred. They're preaching death to Jews, they're preaching death to homosexuals and violence towards women, and for some bizarre reason, come on in, make yourself at home, feel free to indoctrinate our young children. I mean, it's so warped, it's so off kilter. There's no balance here. That they clearly are. They are choosing very carefully who to go after, and they are coming after us, regular British people who don't like what's going on at the moment. And there's this thing called civil disobedience that I think a really good recent history case of it would be when the poll tax came out, and en masse people refused to pay it, which meant the system just got choked up with dealing with it. If a few thousand people hadn't paid it, they would have been able to process it. They just put a new tax on the people. I won't go into it. If you remember it, you remember. If you don't, it doesn't really matter. The government was trying to force a new tax, people objected to it, and it's en masse, and it just completely finished it. And in fact, it may well be what finished Maggie Thatcher off. So civil obedience could be like everyone starts refusing to pay their taxes and bills, I don't know. I'm not brave enough to do that, because I don't want to be one of only the few people that's brave enough to do it, and then you end up, in jail or what have you, or criminal records. But a sort of a watered down version of that might be, let's have an orchestrated event where as many people can agree to do this virtually either at the same time, and everyone post a really offensive joke at the same time. So many people, in fact, that it would be impossible for the state to prosecute all of us. A bit like if everyone in the world drew a picture of Muhammad, then that would be done. That would be over and done with. That sort of blasphemy law would be finished with. But it's who's brave enough? Who wants to put their head on the block? But something like an orchestrated joke telling, or perhaps something that goes viral like the Ice Bucket Challenge did. There's maybe a joke that everyone tells, and you then have to nominate 3 other people to tell the joke. Along those lines. I don't know if anyone's got any thoughts on it. I hope that the outspoken comedians of this world, in particular guys like Ricky Gervais, who has tweeted already that this is an attack on free speech. I've loved him for years, and I've watched him in conversations as well explain why the telling of, could be offensive jokes is important. It kind of gives people a release from the horror of that thing, and teaching a pug to do a Nazi salute. I mean, if we can't tell jokes about Nazis, that was so long ago now. What's next? It is bizarre. It really is really silly. Anyway, so that's my thoughts. But if anyone's got any, that's a bit more intelligent than me, they might be able to think of something a bit better. But along those lines, give us your views, or if share this views on other YouTubers' websites that probably get more traction than this. I will as well. I'll be putting that view out there later on as much as I can. And that's it really. If you like it, give us a thumbs up. Let me know if I'm mad, and subscribe. Brilliant. I had 2 more subscribers yesterday. I now have to use this hand and this hand to count my subscribers. It's amazing. 6. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. See you soon.